The episode today is not exactly the one I had planned for. However, it is the second best, and it comes from a quantity of feedback, a couple of likes on the last publication, and a few emails I received as well. So what we've got going on here on the image is a video I took on the last event in Full Royenthal, the Panzer Weekend, and we got an extraordinary vehicle. A vehicle that came as a present to Switzerland. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it right in a few minutes. Let's watch the video first. So this is a Jagdpanther. The Kampfpanzer cousin. Well, the cousin of the traditional Panther tank. The vehicle itself is an amazing sight to be reckoned with. It is also even more amazing how it arrived in Switzerland. So it came with a collection of vehicles that France presented to Switzerland, as I believe as a token of friendship, something like that. And it came along with two Panther tanks, a King Tiger, a few Stugs, Panzer Mark IV as well, Shaman, a Lee, and a few of American and British-made vehicles as well. So the collection was and it still is an amazing. Although one of the vehicles that arrived in Switzerland in 1945 no longer exists, because let's say it was a victim of a tragic target practice event. That is a shame. However, that's the story for the next video, I hope. But this is the vehicle we're talking about, the Jagdpanther. So this video was done by me at the last event, the Panzer Weekend, and it represents one of the surviving vehicles of its kind, and also being under restoration. So it is still not in full restoration, as it's still going on in preparations like cleaning and whatnot. And when it begins, it should be around a year. That's the estimate I received. However, this is the exact same vehicle. This is the exact same Jagdpanther I filmed. It was on the video. It arrived with a wonderful collection of vehicles presented by friends, and it went on trials from the late 1945 to the early 1946. So the Swiss were quite keen on testing the armor capabilities and the traction capabilities of these vehicles as well. So this is a quite heavy vehicle, but what is most surprising is it could also transverse pretty much of the obstacles you would present in front of it. It is an amazing vehicle. Again, same vehicle, different place, different barricade. Also to be noticed, the soldiers in the background using cameras and binoculars as well, taking photographs and filming the event as well. And it also lacks its cannon, because the cannon was removed for testing purposes, I believe. So a few of the hatches were also removed to give a little more air inside the vehicle. And if you can notice in the back, it also now has the Swiss military license plate. So this is a full registered vehicle within the Swiss Army of the time. And again, you can see the soldiers in the background, everyone paying attention to the tests themselves. Before one of the tests, and you can see the Swiss soldiers in the ditch for size comparison. And after the test, You can clearly see the wood damage by the tracks of the vehicle, which, however, is not known if it made up the barricade or not. Another quite peculiar and interesting test. So right now, we've got the Jagdpanther moving along a couple of wires. It's sort of an improvised barricade, which I believe most likely was an easy one. It is a very heavy vehicle, so this type of barricade should be like kinder play to the Jagdpanther. Jagdpanther going down on the ditch. It's a pretty cool photo as well. To be noticed, it lacks any camouflage, no camouflage at all. Now going down the same ditch. And this is quite an interesting one as well. So this is a sort of improvised tank barrier, anti-tank barrier, and you can see one before and one on the end. So it's completely destroyed. So the vehicle has brought the barricade completely down to the ground. So we can clearly see the capabilities of this track vehicle and what it could have done on a battlefield. And I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please consider, if you have not already done so, subscribing, leaving a like button. It helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.